Ni. Ushi. Dora. Ooh. Tatsu. Ni. Today, we discussed bow staff, plus this little motherfucker that blew the internet up. Yeah, this little one. Probably broke some kids' hearts, people's dreams. Some of you guys waited weeks for it. Yeah, we really have it right here. Now I'm going to tell you what I think about this. Also, you want to do bow staff? You guys want to do bow staff? I can tell you what not to do, okay? What not to do. And that's do not spend $29.95 on a fucking bow staff, no matter how sick it is, dude. No matter how fucking fancy they make it. Just don't fucking do it, dude. Okay? What you do is you go and you make one your baby. You go buy a nice stick, okay? And you sand it, okay? Let me tell you what makes a good bow staff. The tapered ends, okay? The grip, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to make a simple grip like this. You guys like that? Okay? The stick itself and what to look for, okay? This is a wushu stick, okay? A little bit smaller, lighter for performance, okay? Something more the lines of this, okay? This is a fancy martial arts $29.95 bow staff, and it is nice. It does have a nice feel. It smelled really good. It's red, not sure if it's stained, but you can see the lines that run all the way down. I would say that you want to avoid that when picking out a bow staff, because when you put some force on it, and that's what's going to happen, you're definitely going to drop it learning. That's where it's going to crack, is along these lines, the wood graining. So you want to avoid any of these lines which go from one end to the other, which is exactly what this one did. It was just fucking horrible, man. It didn't even last a couple weeks. I'm kind of bummed. I'm not going to name names, but anyway, this, okay, this is a hardwood white pine, very hard. I mean, hard as a rock. It's got very small grain, and none of the lines go from one end to the other. They really actually go short distance, which is good, because that's where it's going to break at, is in the grain. And I mean, this thing is strong enough for me to stand on. It's heavy, and that's what you want. I'll show you the basics. But I mean, you want to take the time and sand it, you know. You might like it a little pointier on one end than the other. You know, you might like a slight taper on each end. You might not want to taper at all. You might want to round the edges off, you know, to prevent chipping and shit. You might want a hard edge to do damage. I mean, there's all kinds of things, but it's very lot of energy in there. You could see just in bouncing it off my knee. I mean, you could get these things rocketing into the air. Okay? Really strong, really cool. So you sand it, you get it the way you like it, the way it feels. you know, it becomes your own. I think I paid $7 for this piece of wood. Maybe it was probably $7 for the two of them, but those smaller ones, a lot of pieces were conjoined together. That you don't want. That's a definite break. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys the basics of the bow staff. Okay? And the basic of the bow staff is you want to roll it over the top of your hand like that. Okay? And you want to be able to go both directions. Okay? You go practice going both directions. And it's not going to be easy. And just remember, just like the commas, just like everything in martial arts, don't cheat yourself. Practice, get it done, do it right. And I'm going to tell you why, for a couple reasons, that white belts and the weapon that you should start with is the bow staff. And that is because what I'm showing you right now, all these principles transfer over onto katana, onto the commas. So if you get a good handle on this, you've got a good handle on quite a few things. So the principle is practice spinning it over the back of your hand. It's actually traveling over the back of your hand by itself. You're completely letting go and then grabbing it. And it takes a little practice. There's micro movements in the arm and stuff that you're doing in order to not drop it. You'll drop it a bunch of times, but you practice doing that, and you'll see that the heavier the staff and the faster it's moving, the easier it becomes. So you want to actually get in the habit of using your other hand as it's going over your hand. You help it. See? Smack it over there. Now, a couple guys that I follow that really know their shit, and they are right, they'll argue that this move is only good for parades and stuff. Do 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 do. You know, do do do. But that a more effective, you know, if you want to spin to strike, that an overhanded movement like that, and it requires some hand movement. You have to switch hands and slide the other one down, but that allows you to snap it, and it is a much more effective way. If you have the time and the opportunity to strike like this, you will definitely do more damage like this than you will like that or like that. But you can get it moving so fast like that, oh yeah, it becomes hard to control, like you just seen right there, but that it will knock any weapon out of the way, dude. Whenever we're sparring, even with other bow staffs, and you're doing this fast, and somebody comes in on a strike, it always, boom, knocks whatever they have, if not completely out of their hand, it knocks it off balance a little bit, enough to give you some advantage. So it definitely has applications. Plus, when it comes to wushu or anything that you're trying to do visually, it really, like this for instance, a figure 8. Now a figure 8, you get going pretty fast. If you throw that spin into it, you really get it moving fast. And that's the shit that knocks stuff out of people's hands and stuff. It's also a good go-to when you become overwhelmed. Sometimes we practice and we'll gang up on each other. I'll have people gang up on me, or we'll do everyone against everyone. And I just noticed when multiple attackers, or even one person that's just overwhelming you, if you fucking just start doing this, I call it the street sweeper. You got to be warmed up though. You can't just go into street sweeping. You got to be warmed up for it. But man, it is hard to advance on this thing coming around. And I've dropped it, but ding, and it likes to bounce, you know. And I've had it bounce up and hit me in the chin and head. And it's nothing nice, dude. Nobody's going to advance. You're going to fucking clean the street. But turning backwards or turning around, that takes a little bit of practice. So what I heard, which was really good, was by turning your spine, turning your back like so, and your head, or that you can go behind your back relatively easy. And then you can switch back to front. See? Just by turning your, and then you come in. See? So, just by turning your spine, you're able to street sweep behind you and in front of you. And if you throw that spin in there like I was showing you guys, it becomes deadly fast. Something else you could do to improve grip is, after you're done sanding it, trying to get you guys a good angle, get a shoestring, and wrap it around in a coil like that, and then electrical tape over it. And as you can see, it gives you a pretty good little you know, and then you could do a couple just for stripes and visual, but practice that hand motion, and then you know, whipping it to yourself. And that gets you pretty good inkling into being able to do stuff like more fluidly, like around the back. You come around into a spin. You can go around the neck, around the back, come into a spin. Ha! Now, you guys want to know how to do that? My best advice is touch your hand to your neck. Don't put the bow staff on your neck. So you don't have to be flinchy or scared because you're not of a fast-moving bow staff coming in. It's kind of counterintuitive. I'm going to put a fast-moving bow staff into my neck. No, you don't do that. Put your fist onto your neck and then spin it like this. Flick your wrist. Get in the habit of flicking your wrist. Do this a couple times. This one. By the way, this is how you should always warm up first. Like this. And then you move into your spinning it all the way around. And then into your whipping it around. And then this way, so that when you touch your hand to your neck, you give it that wrist flick. Stay back. So no matter how fast you're moving, you be ready, man, with that other hand to catch it, because it's going to come around fast. And then, you know, practice going around the other way. You know, you go from one side to the other. I never practice going that way, which I should. You can see how freaking awkward it probably is. Hey, you thieving bastards! If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, dude, and share. But you know, I said, how the fuck do they get it whipping so fast? And I would always be doing this. I say, damn, man, how do they get it like it's moving so fast? Well, they're rolling it over their hand like that, and they're using their other hand to spin it, because the heavier it is and the faster it moves, the easier it is once you get it down. That's why when you have a katana in your hand, it's the same thing, dude. You could do the neck roll, you could do that. So, you know, around the back, into it, into the neck roll, bam. Best thing about the neck roll, you guys, is this. You're making eye contact with your opponent. Everybody's watching to see what the other guy's gonna do, and you're moving and shit, and they're watching, and you go into this, their attention is over here, and what's going on. They don't see, dude, how fast this lightning fast comes around, and it's always right at the temple, man. It just, boom, always catches them by surprise. You're on that side, and it just, well, say the camera is the whap opponent's head. That's how it's done. Whap. Your attention's over here, dude, and it comes around. Doof. So just try it, dude. Try it and watch. You'll catch people by surprise. You're just there fucking around and be like, hey, dude, yeah, you know, in martial arts classes and practice and shit, and just be like, and try that one. Boof. Boof. Oh, that was kind of sloppy. Dude, it's hot as shit out here, you guys. But yeah, those are just a few basics to get you going. You want to spin your hips. Spin your hips, you know. If you lose track, dude, you start with this. You start with this. And you do a hand roll. Just get it going over your head. Each way. Oh, without doing anything. And then spin it. Spin that motherfucker. Bam. Oh, whoa. We use our littler one. This one, man, looks like it's really moving. That's why I like it. And it's still pretty damn tough. And, dude, this thing gets air. You could send this thing, boing, into outer space. Yeah, but anyway. Oh, yeah. So on to this little bastard. Bing! I won't have you guys waiting. Oh, shit. Bing! There it is, dude. In real life. You're like, hey, man. Okay, we get it, bro. Ninjutsu was last week. Fucking cool, everything. Like, fuck, stop, enough, dude. Are you busting two Ninjutsu headband? Like, dude, what's this guy's deal, you guys? Like, subscribe, share. Fucking get the tobbies for shizzle. You gotta get the tobs, dude. It's all about the tobinators. Go check out my rope climbing video. So look, dude. Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. These things were going for, I heard at first, $4, dude. $4. Okay? Which for a ribbon thin piece of steel, 8 feet long, is, you know, that's good. I give it to you, dude, $4. But if you've ever ordered anything from China, okay, this one time at Bandcamp, no, this one time on eBay, I got a bunch of Supreme hats for $4 each, the floral print, and it was like 7 different colors, dude. It was really cool. They were $4 each. I'm like, what? Fucking winning, dude, hard, right? And fucking, it took 2 months for them to come all the way from China, but I mean, dude, they came, bro, and they were fucking cool. The only thing they were missing was the little red Supreme tag that's in the stitching, you know, one of the seams going down from the center out, like, you know, on baseball caps. So anyway, you know, but that's it, dude. They were fucking cool, you know. You had to wait a while, but motherfuckers were so ordering this and having to wait 2 months for it. I've heard a lot of stories about the overnight shipping. They pay $10 more or whatever, and it still takes 2 months. So they were just getting rascals, whoever came up with this. And they advertised it as a martial arts weapon. Dude, you could still find the shit on the internet, okay? There's still some meat on the bone, for sure. It's out there, okay? As of September 13th, okay? And fucking, they advertise this as a weapon, dude. You cannot strike with this. Now, I'm really glad to a couple of people, I'll just say all YouTubers and especially in the martial arts community, that have done reviews on this. Thank you. You're the reason I haven't broken this and that I get to enjoy it for what it is, which is a magic trick. It's a magic trick, you guys. You know, you're doing performance, martial arts, wushu, you know, little fucking movies. This thing's perfect. You go into the ninja hand signs, and you tell a story about how ninjas can conjure weapons, out of thin air, and then poof! Whoa! A bow staff! Tatsu! But here's the thing. You cannot strike with this. It is only a fucking... Ooh, I kicked up dust all over the screen. It's only a performance toy, a fucking gag. This is how you wind it up, by the way. If it wasn't for the tutorials, I wouldn't have known any of this shit. So hopefully I'm showing you guys something, dude. Hit the like for your boy. Fucking subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. Here you go, look. You twist it as you compress it, okay? Not as good as the shake weight, but, you know, I mean, I'm sure some of you have fun with these fucking clips. Anyway, so you do that, and then you give it a couple of twists. If you twist it the wrong way, it'll tighten up, and you won't be able to move it. If you just go the opposite way, you get the right way, and it collapses, and push the last part through, right, till you see the pin, and then grab the pin and, you know, stick it down there. I'm not gonna leave a link in the description because somebody did that and it was under $20. So I was like, fuck it, dude. And then I didn't have to wait 2 months because these are out there now. Every knife company and every motherfucker, you know, on the internet has these, you know. So for under $20, you could definitely, yeah, you're gonna have to find probably get them cheaper, dude, because it's like $4, bro, is the price point that the manufacturer, the seller, bro, the inventor was going for. So, you know, but scandalous, dude. They got a commercial. Go look. You'll see when you're researching this, okay? So it's a collapsible bow staff. Their commercial, bro, they got a white dude and a Chinese chick. 2 separate commercials. One's a white dude and he busts it out. Brap! Hey, are you afraid of getting attacked in the middle of the night in a dark alley? Brap! He busts it out and starts fucking moving it and shit. And it's like the ultimate weapon, strike and destroy your attacker. You're like, dude, what, dude? Fuck, if you don't knock it off, dude, you cannot hit anything. Thank you so much, YouTubers. Man, really, man, you guys did the tutorials and did the work on this, and I'm able to have this cool little trick, what everybody and their mother knows about, but, you know, I mean, it's cool, dude. You could put somebody's eye out, maybe, look, man, maybe the motherfucker did manufacture as a weapon, because I know even Bruce Lee used to say that Chinese people know this, dude, inherently. This is in their culture, bro, and this goes back to Kung Fu and everything. Like, you are the ultimate weapon. Bruce Lee asked a motherfucker one time, hey, the 400-pound dude is on you. He got you beaten every way, muscular, weight, size, everything, and he has you pinned. What do you do? The guy's like, oh, I don't know. Bruce Lee's like, you bite. You bite, dude. Hello. And, you know, you are the weapon inherently. So, just like I've seen other ones, Hard to Hurt, okay? That guy is cool, dude. Go check his channel out. He has a good saying about, like, dude, any weapon, all this shit that people are selling, is only as good as the person using it. If you don't know how to fight, you're fucked. Even if you got the best weapon. Dude, I've seen pussies with guns for reals, dude, and get them snatched out of their hand and fucking pistol whipped with them, dude. Facts, okay? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, and that being said, this basically being a fucking giant ribbon, okay? Like, look, okay? You see? It's basically a giant ribbon, dude, like a piece of sheet metal that will cut your motherfucking ass 7 ways from Sunday, boy, I'm telling you. So if you had some decent gloves on when you were wielding this with the intention of wrapping a motherfucker up, because, dude, that's like wrapping somebody up with a fucking 8-foot-long razor blade, bro. Flexible, bendable razor blade, you know? Just like how, hey, that's the purpose of a martial arts belt, dude. Everybody knows that, dude. Hello. That shit to wrap up your opponent's hand. Wrap up. If you don't have anything else and somebody's got a weapon, everybody knows that, dude. That's what your belt's for. Wrap up. And fucking, you know, so how this works is, but that's it, though. You have a giant razor ribbon, dude, that you could strangle a motherfucker with. So maybe they were advertising it like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you bad motherfucker, you out there, you got this, you know, bam. Okay. All right. I guess. But not real. Like, how many kids and people, bro, really believe, like, oh, shit, that thing is real. You could hit somebody, like, it's like that, dude, like that strong, where you could, like, lean on it and hit something and bounce it off your knee and fucking, you could barely spin it, dude. If you spin it too fast, it will bend and flex. And if that happens, you can coil it back up. But if you strike anything, no matter how light, it will dent one of these sections, and then you won't be able to collapse it. So look, you push the button and that releases that pin down there. Do you see how that happened? The pin sets right there on the edge and holds it all together. And when you push that button, see, the pin releases. Once that pin is released, this thing is loaded. All you have to do is open your hand for a split second and it fucking deploys. And what it is they were cool enough to put that in the tip. You definitely could knock a motherfucker's eye out, okay? If you were like this. If you had that shit like that, and like, here, dude, here is all the money I got, bro. Boing! I mean, maybe, dude, maybe poke someone's eye, but I mean, like, that's just, I suggest, for self-defense purposes, you are the ultimate weapon, that you grow a couple of your fingernails longer. It doesn't have to be like long that draws attention or looks feminine. It's kind of weird when guys are like, well, you're like, what? You know what I mean? Plus they get dirty easily if you're like a hands-on kind of working dude. But, you know, just a couple, and cut them at a point, bro, where just this one and that one just come to a point. And I learned that a long time ago from a really big dude here in Tijuana. And it's kind of like, you know, cousin, dude. We refer to each other, and we are. It's a good dude, good brother, man, good cousin. But he taught me that many years ago, and that goes back. That's old jail trick, dude. That's old jailhouse shit. Like, because it's just a matter of time before somebody bigger than you comes in, dude. And all you got to do, boop. I mean, you got 5 fingers, bro. You only got to get one in to take half of your vision away. That's significant, dude. If you can't see, you can't fight. And anybody that's ever been poked in just one eye knows. Like, that's a significant disadvantage. And now if we're fighting and I'm going to do it again, okay? Like, yeah. So, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Why are we talking about fingernails? Why the fuck are you talking about fingernails, you crazy son of a bitch, dude? What the... I didn't even know what we're talking about. What the fuck, dude? Your own weapon, yeah, you should grow them. But what was I saying? What was the point, dude? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I would do that before that fucking staff, because I would think the staff might shoot off to the side. It fucking jumped out of my hand right now and shot over the camera accidentally. I wasn't expecting that, and I know what the fuck my fingers are gonna do. Boop, 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 boop. But thank you so much, YouTubers, the review community especially, because you saved me. Here, you guys, look right there. You can see that ding, dude. It almost didn't fold back up because of that. And now it was such a light hit, dude, like that. And I just wanted to see, because I was like, well, it looks like a car antenna, dude. And I used to be big on this one, bro. If we were going down the street and you were fucking giving me any kind of shit whatsoever and would not fuck the hell off, I will notoriously snap a car antenna off of the closest part to me, and fucking whip you with it, dude. And I guarantee you, bro, you get whipped with a car antenna by El Joe one fucking time, you will think twice about coming back in, dude. And people come back in. They always come back in. And it never happens after that again, dude. That second week, you're like, okay, yeah, that's real. That's really happening. And I do not want that to happen. And by now, I'm ready for it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, dude, come on, man. Car antenna will fuck somebody up. So I'm thinking, dude, look. It looks like a giant car antenna. I'm like, oh, I get it. No, they were serious, dude. It is the ultimate defense weapon. And even, hey, the fucking guy I was telling you about that was saying, you know, weapons is only as good as its user, also promotes a fucking hand whip as the only product that's out there as self-defense that they're pushing that's actually legitimately painful and will, you know, back a motherfucker up. Okay, and so I'm thinking, hey, that's just like my car antenna theory, dude. Fuck, word. Say word, son. Say word. But look, the fucking thing, so I try whipping whap. And yeah, it was a good little whip. And oh, oh my gosh. And then fucking I said, okay, wham. Just a little bit, dude. And it put that fucking crinkle in it right there where it, dude, it almost wouldn't wind up. So how you wind it up, guys, is just twist it in opposite directions as you're compressing it. Each hand, one's going one way, because see, it'll open up on you. It's just ribbon. And if that happens, look, when that happens, you guys, like say it does that, you hit, oh shit, you did it too fast. It will do that shit on you. All you do is just keep wrapping it around. Don't panic. Even if you have to go from one end all the way to the other, dude, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be a cool trick that you could have, you know, to fool around with and stuff. That it is cool, but you have to know that it's a magic trick, dude. And if you're paying close to $20 for it, I don't want to destroy something like that. Fuck, dude. Even if I was paying $10 or $5, I don't want to order and wait for it. I want it to be cool. So don't strike anything with it, no matter what. And, you know, have fun with it just as a trick, you know, like, you know, make sure your pins pop. And, hey, it works like a bow staff. It works if you jerk it. It won't if you don't. It squirts if you work it. What's the old NA saying? Yeah. Oh, and see how that moves? Whoa. Makes it look like it's moving way faster than it is. But I mean, you could see like it withstood that pressure of hitting the ground and shit. So, yeah, and then you just collapse it back up. But it's cool for a gadget. What was the other thing we did with it, kiddo? Okay. I don't know. But it's definitely not a fucking martial arts weapon, dude. Do not believe that for 2 seconds. Anyway, like, subscribe. Most importantly, stay golden. Showers.